Previously on Nether Expedition. Please, thank you for landing. Ah. Oh. Hello everyone, and welcome to somewhere that I've kind of been bragging about for quite a while. As you can tell, this isn't the Nether, this is the Suicide Gamers ticket server. Possibly noticeable by the fact that there's all of those waypoints over there. But as you can see, we're about 1.5 kilometers away from most of those, because this is QLab, which is my personal project that I've been working on for quite some time. Just get the hood back up, right. Let's see, this is Vig, he's one of our gatekeepers. Let's just ask him to raise the bridge, shall we? Right. Thank you, Vig. And we can just see this load in as we come. It's surrounded by a colossal spherical zapper force field, which means we don't get any rain, which is nice. Doesn't mean whoever comes here has to ask Vig to open up the gate, because that's the only way through it. And here's Vig's counterpart, Vog. Say hello, Vog. So yeah, this is sort of just where I spend my time when I'm trying to think about things. You noticed from the intro that I died in the last episode of Nether Expedition. And there's been a long history of people wondering what would happen if I died. And the simple fact is nothing. The next episode will begin, I will be inside of the Nether, I'll have all my stuff, my levels are going to be gone. But I have managed to navigate back through a portal and back to the fortress, because I thankfully had some coordinates written down. And I've got them written down in a nice little secure notepad elsewhere. But yeah, the Nether isn't going to stop. There's always going to be some new thing to do, and there's always going to be some new idea to test out. And I especially like that part about things. That's the best part about Minecraft, is you only run out of things to do when you finally can't think of anything to do. Until that point, you've got pretty much the entire world to play with, and then a bit. I think I have some stuff set up in testing room 3 that'll be fun to check out. There we go, some railcraft stuff I was showing for 1 or 2 people. I shan't name names. But yeah, so we're going to finish off the arena, we're going to finish off the marketplace, which is more or less complete now, but I may be encountering some spawning issues due to the quirks of the Nether. And we're going to make some usage of the gigantic cave. And what else do we have on the list? Well, we're going to finish up the golems passing through. We might put the golems to some use. I'm wanting to build a sort of little... These doors close behind you because they're key cards. We had Glitcher from the VG toolbox over here a little while ago, and he decided to hack all of these computers. I can make them a lot more compact, but a lot more secure as well, but there isn't really much need. It's mostly just for demonstration. But yeah, I kind of want to make a villager city of some description inside the Nether, because there was one way back before Nether Expedition began, with the Stormhaven city. Which maybe one day I'll see. Maybe one day I'll show off again, but that requires that I meddle with the save files on the Nether Expedition world. So I'll probably not be doing that. I'm not wearing iron boots, am I? Nope, diamond. So I can't use that. As you can see maybe why I don't usually film very much around here. Because I'm getting a ton of lag. But let's see, who have we got on the server? Just Wisey right now. I imagine he's having some fun. Because he managed to crash the server about 5 minutes ago. How, you may ask? By putting about 100 different wireless trackers onto his one dog. Silly Wisey, silly Wisey. Sweet, what else can I show you guys around here? If I can fly. which is apparently asking quite a bit. Well, that's, it's gonna be a fairly short episode today, because I just wanted to show this off, because I've been showing off this whole place by quite a bit. And sorry about the short render distance. I had to reduce the render distance just so I could get some decent recording frames. I can play fairly nicely around here, it's just whenever I want to record, because of how Fraps works. But yes, here we are. This is QLab, which is my lovely little stronghold from home, as it were. It's reborn because there was, a while back, a big server rollback when, Windows updates made Dave's computer reboot, and simultaneously the backups hadn't been running for about a month, so we lost everything. And originally QLab was actually underground, in fact it was more or less under this exact same mountain. But it was cramped, and it was kind of hard to build anything, because I would hit a wall and there would be things behind the walls and whatnot. So I've gone for a more above ground, open kind of approach here. And there's a lot more stylistic aspects to it. But by and large, this is a place that doesn't see much visitation, because people more or less only come here when they want to have something shown off, or they want to ask me how to get something done. Yeah. So that is the second version of Resource Wrangling, as I called it. If and you can't make it there, it probably can't be made. Yeah, this is a zapper force field. I'm not in creative, so that will kill me. Down here is the back of the guest inventory storage, where people stick all of their items safely and securely without the use of a personal safe, and then they can mess around with creative mode and whatever, which is handy for them. This, I had a plan with this. It's been stuck here for ages and I found little else to do with it. I was going to have sensors around the spawn area to track where everyone was while they were recording and stuff, so I'd know where I could and couldn't be. But yeah, it turns out the sensors really don't play well with the server. This is just ender pearls because they're handy to have. There's the void ring I could make that combines. Well, that basically gives you infinite ender pearls to use, but also like a straight line. Ah, flight finally. But it's also a bit of a dig, because you'll be trying to craft something in your inventory and it'll just eat up your materials. Tower of Power, as I believe Shin likes to call it, which provides all of the power for all of the force fields around here, because almost every door in this place is a force field. That is a dimensional anchor, which is keeping the place loaded, which means I have to worry slightly less about computers rebooting, but nonetheless, these are the different testing areas where I show people show off stuff to people, and these guys will routinely come along and clean things out. They haven't done that yet because I haven't programmed them to. And I'm planning on... I've still got a ton of space in this sphere. I want to keep everything inside this sphere as much as I can. But yeah, I've still got a ton of space. So I'm probably going to be adding some actual living quarters and stuff, giving this place a bit more style. If you look in the top right there to the mini-map, you'll see that there's this weird red lava-esque line running around. That's mostly just where this force field contacts with the ground. But yeah, this is a lovely place, and I'm really enjoying building it and whatnot, and being on the server. And look out for some more videos, because I'm going to be doing some more technically evil. I probably won't be doing any like tutorials or stuff, although I suppose I could, on the server, but there will be some stuff from _Timothy, because I believe he may have cracked my account, but we'll see. So, I shall catch you all next time. So sorry about not being in the Nether this time around, but I thought it was a decent enough subject that we should talk about it elsewhere before we return to normal things. And I guess this is probably the shortest episode I've ever done. To a fault. I don't know the full figures, so this might actually be the safest, the shortest. I'm thinking safe because I'm walking towards the Zapper Force Field. This might actually be the shortest episode I've ever done. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, the next one will be full length, and by full length I mean probably around half an hour, so just sort of cutting the midway between the 20-minute episodes and the full length 40-minute episodes. And I shall catch you next time. So, bye bye.